America has a housing problem, and the chances are you've probably already felt it. Home and rental prices are too high, and the supply of affordable homes is nowhere near what families need. One estimate I read states the nation has a 2 million home deficit. But what if one of the most powerful solutions has been sitting in front of us for decades, and we've barely used it? Today, we're breaking down how factory-built homes, modular in particular, could unlock millions of affordable homes if the federal government actually backs the innovation needed to scale them. So what are modular and panelized homes? They are built in sections or panels inside a factory. They are transported to the site on specialized trailers, secured under oversized load permits, and delivered to a building site for final assembly via crane. They are attached permanently to a foundation. They must meet the same state and local codes as site-built homes. And they're typically indistinguishable from traditional housing once completed. So let's dig in. Here's a sobering fact. Over the past 50 years, construction productivity in the U.S. has dropped more than 30%, even as technology everywhere else has exploded. Translation? We're building homes slower, less efficiently, and at far higher costs than we were in the 1970s. Meanwhile, many Americans who dream of home ownership can't get there. Traditional construction is labor-intensive, time-consuming, and expensive, and supply just can't keep up with demand. So what's the alternative? Factory-built modular homes is one solution in our toolbox. These homes are built in controlled environments using modern assembly techniques, then transported to the home site for final installation. They cost less, waste less, and can be completed in a fraction of the time. Think about how cars, electronics, and even healthcare have transformed through automation and innovation. Meanwhile, most homes are still built almost entirely by hand on site. The result? Fewer homes per worker, slower building, higher cost. We need a construction revolution. And that's where the Center for American Progress, or CAPS, proposal comes in via a report called Build Baby Build, a plan to lower housing costs for all, released on November 17th of this year. CAPS' boldest recommendation is the creation of ARPA Home, a new federal initiative designed to dramatically scale up innovation in home construction. If you've heard of DARPA, Defense, or ARPA-E for Energy, or ARPA-H for Health, you know these programs are built around big bet innovation. They fund breakthrough technologies that the private sector can't or won't take on alone. ARPA Home would do the same, specifically for housing. Here's what it would do. Number one, fund new technologies and building methods. This could include advanced modular systems, automation in factory construction, climate-resilient materials, and zero-waste building processes. Number two, invest in new factory capacity. We need more manufacturing facilities across more regions to bring down costs. So imagine if there was a factory in Hayward, California, and you were building a modular building in San Francisco, and that would dramatically bring down transportation costs, and that would be passed on directly to the consumer. Number three, use federal purchasing power to scale production. The government could order modular units for military bases. They could use the Defense Production Act to support factory-built housing. They could demonstrate large-scale adoption and reduce costs through volume. And this isn't even a new idea. Operation Breakthrough in the late 1960s proved modular construction works at scale, producing over 20,000 units in 9 cities. We could revive that success for the modern era. I'd like to show you 3 modular building examples here in the East Bay. But first, thanks for joining me on this week's episode of Creative Real Estate Ownership. My name is Josh Silverman. Please email me here, like and subscribe here. And now let's go take a look at these buildings. The first building is called The Logan, located at 5110 Telegraph Avenue in Oakland in the Temescal district. It was built in 2020, is a 6-story building, and has 204 total units. The rooftop is 25,000 square feet and holds a farm, lounge, sun deck, and communal gathering areas. On-site retail includes Whole Foods and other ground floor spaces. The second building is called The U at California and is located at 1598 University Avenue in Berkeley and is currently under construction. It's an 8-story mixed-use apartment building consisting of 270 apartment units in total, with 21 being deemed affordable under the city's affordable housing requirement. It will open in 2026. The third and final building is the Shattuck Studios, which is located at 2711 Shattuck Avenue in Berkeley. It was built in 2018, is a 4-story building, and 22 units in total, all studios. It's made up of prefabricated all-steel modular units, the first such project of this type in the U.S., according to the project's designers. In August of 2018, a Berkeley side writer named Kate Darby Rausch wrote an article entitled, "Prefab Housing Complex for UC Berkeley Students Goes Up in 4 Days." This is amazing. So the building was built in 4 days. The foundation wasn't built in 4 days. That was built many days before that. But when these modular units actually arrived on site, they were put up, all 22 of them were put up in 4 days, which is really quite incredible if you think about it. The modules were shipped to Oakland, then trucked to the site. Patrick Kennedy, the developer, notes that the cost of trucking to Berkeley from the port of Oakland was more expensive than the cost of shipping from Hong Kong, if you can believe that. But the savings weren't as great as he expected. Quote, 65 to 75% of the construction costs are still incurred on the site. In addition to the usual trades, we have crane operators, flagmen, truckers, and special inspectors. He went on to say, in order to be feasible, modular construction requires standardized unit sizes and design and economies of scale. Scale seems to be the key here. It's noted in both CAP's report and it's noted in Patrick Kennedy's experience. You need economies of scale to really make this work, to bring the price per unit way down. If factory-built homes scale the way they could, the impact would be huge. They would lower prices for first-time buyers. It would mean faster construction during housing shortages. It would have greater resilience against climate disasters. They'd be more energy efficient through precision manufacturing. And for me, most importantly, there's more pathways to home ownership for working class and middle-income families. We're talking about a potential transformation of the housing system, not just tweaking around the edges. And with the right federal support, it is absolutely doable. Thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.